Live from the foundation is myself, Chase Green, and Joseph Guthrie. From the satellite office somewhere in East Tennessee is young Malcolm Harris.
Yeah.
Today, boys, we got us a new pope. We've got a king of New York in Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges, big dog. That boy has been turning everybody over. And we got a lot of NBA. We got George Pickens trade. But first, hit that theme music, Joseph.
Why did it?
JK. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. What is today? Monday.
It's
Thursday. I don't know what day it is. I'm so confused right now. I had my first good night of sleep in quite some time, thanks to my wonderful daughter getting rid of all of her ailments. So my life's just back in full routine, I guess. Joseph Guthrie.
Mm-hmm.
We have we're sweating it out here in the foundation.
Oh yeah, door open. It's hot, dog.
It's hot, dog.
Like sauna time, baby.
You know who looks so comfy? Malcolm Harris.
Bro, what's up, man? It is a cool 68 in the Foundation North, man.
Foundation North looks great.
Foundation North is awesome. Chilling, man. Happy to see y'all boys. Happy to chat it up, man. Had the Sports Minute earlier. Stopped in with my man Gino, and it's a good week, bro. I think we've done a lot of good stuff this week. Shout out to the Brock family being on, and just it's great, man. Welcome to all of our listeners being here, and excited to chat it up with you guys for a little bit.
Yeah, dude. That interview on Monday, that was so good. I know you said it today while we were on the phone that you're a little inspired right now.
Oh, 100%, bro. I've been eating so clean. Like, I'll be honest, I just ate a pizza, and I feel guilty because, like, I've been really doing my thing. Like, I baked some wings last night. I did put a little hot sauce on. I appreciate it, fellas.
Yeah, dude.
Somebody said it looked a little not crispy. I was like, baby, you like the post. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving, dude.
Don't hate. Just say you want a little taste.
Yeah. Don't come in those comments. They were very, very well sauced. I will say that. Like they were a nice little sauce. Like I had looked like you put through those back into the air fryer.
Come on, CG. You know what I do, bruh.
I know what you do, bro. I appreciate your wing post because I know a man that can cook some wings.
Listen, we're gonna do it big. I'm pretty sure have been invited to a wing cook-off competition.
I'm there.
I couldn't be more excited.
I'm so I like cut off my leg, cut off my arm. I'll still be there. I'll find a way.
Like fellas, we've had chili, which Jay was a part of. We had ribs, which y'all, this got crazy. But chicken wings this summer, man, that's cinema. That is cinema waiting to happen.
Smoked chicken wings. I guess it'll be whatever you want to do. I don't know if this will be a smoker competition again. I don't know how that's going to work, but I won't be opposed to whatever wing because I don't discriminate whether they're fried. I do like a good fried wing, like you would get at Feed, a good smoked wing.
Bruh, oh my gosh, I need to go to Feed ASAP.
That makes me sad actually because I think my favorite thing might not be at the Feed any longer, and it's the Hoff wings.
What are you talking about, bro?
Wow.
Did y'all see that Hoff's shutting down?
What?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm about to crash out. What did you just say?
Yeah. So apparently Hoff's shutting down. I saw this article the other day that they're closing their doors. I don't know if that means that they're gonna like totally stop making hot sauce, but like they said they're done.
Are these tariffs?
I don't know, but it should be illegal.
What?
As a hot sauce connoisseur, as a hot sauce fiend, and I'm not a huge hot sauce guy, but I love hot sauce. I was devastated. Absolutely devastated. Chattanooga's own. The Hoff wings at the Feed.
That was like one thing I bragged about for Chat, you know?
Yeah, dude. That was like when people would come to Chattanooga and they'd be like, "Hey, where do I got to eat?" I'm like, "Listen, there are a lot of great places. If you go to the feed, you got to get Hoff wings." Google it.
I'm not buying it, bro.
It's the Hoff first thing.
They're closing their doors. Malcolm, you look like you're trying to process this, my dude.
No, like that like kind of messed up my day. Like I was doing good, like for real. Like I really enjoyed the wings at feed.
And dude, I didn't even mean to bring those, like, I didn't even mean to bring down the mood, but like y'all said it and I thought about it and I got sad. And I just,
all right, I'm pulling this up. This is the post from Hoff and Pepper on their Instagram. Okay. Dear friends, after a decade in business, Hoff and Pepper officially closes its doors April 25th, 2025. This wasn't an outcome we hoped for, but after facing long-term financial challenges, we made the difficult decision to shut down operations. Still, we're incredibly proud of what we built and grateful beyond words for support we've received along the way. To everyone who built and picked up a bottle, shared our sauces with friends, or cheered us on, thank you. Your passion, loyalty, and love for flavor meant everything to us. It's been one hell of a ride. We're glad you were a part of it.
It's a hot sauce tier.
Oh,
chat. If anybody in the chat, anybody watching, if you know somewhere you can still get hot sauce, you gotta let us know.
Is that gonna be something we're gonna pick up on eBay for like $300?
I mean, dude, I'm fully prepared to just like bulk buy and hold and wait, and just host like a Hoff barbecue.
That'd be so good.
Surely, I'm at a loss for words, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm a little shook right now.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Sorry to dump it on you guys, like on the.
I feel like I've been blinded for 2 weeks now.
You feel like I just kind of kneecapped you with a baseball bat?
A little bit. You laughed.
I didn't mean to do that, man. I just,
Dang, dude. Because that's one of those things. Like the calamari was my favorite thing. It was with the Hoff sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dog.
Ooh, you just put me on something.
We gotta pour one out, man.
Pour one out for the homies.
Yeah, pour one out for the Hoffies.
The Hoffies. Wow, we just took 7 minutes of sadness.
Sorry.
Dang. Well, who do you think's more bummed out, the Chattanoogan's or Boston's finest? Because, dude, 2 absolute collapses from the Boston Celtics, dude. Absolute 20-point collapses, and Mikal Bridges makes both the turnovers to win the game. God, Miggy.
I mean, I feel like. Go ahead, Malcolm.
No, please, Jay.
I was gonna say, I feel like both y'all's faces were just like the same faces that Boston fans have made the past 2 games.
Yeah,
there's like, I can't believe that just happened. You got to be lying to me, right?
It does.
There's no way.
Lie.
All right, Malcolm.
Sorry about that, fellas.
You good?
I wanted to say, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Boston, they are absolutely shook. There is no way. I'm telling y'all. Like, yes, Game 3 is gonna go to Boston for sure, but New York is going to be a madhouse, and I'm not sure if Jason Tatum is mentally tough enough to deal with this. Y'all know who is looking like a freaking American hero right now? Steve Kerr, for benching Jason Tatum's ass during the Olympic Games. He might have known something, because you remember all the scrutiny that Steve Kerr was getting?
Mm-hmm.
Man, the Knicks, I don't know, bro. Jason Tatum, if you're a superstar, now you have to show me, because somebody said this, and I want y'all's take. Jason Tatum is basically the LeBron Jameses of Paul George's.
Okay.
He is the LeBron James of Paul George's.
Yeah. Wow. I can appreciate that. But especially you can't have that turnover if you're Jason Tatum last night. The way you lose that game was you get the switch you wanted, you got Mitch Robb on you, and then he fumbles the bag, and can't dribble with his left hand, goes to the short corner, tries to throw that pass, and Bridges steals it again. I'm like, dude, you guys shot 10 for 40 from 3. And I was telling Joseph earlier, I was like looking at it, and I just had that feeling they were just letting them back in. It's kind of the same thing with the Pacers the other night as well. It's like, dude, they just kind of let them claw back into it. You're just one stop. They're not scoring. It feels very lackadaisical. It kind of feels like the end of a pickup game. You're going to choke away to a definitely worse team. Like, I mean, the Celtics are the most talented team, I guess, overall, but maybe besides the Thunder, it's just like, what? The Knicks just keep fighting, dude. They're just tougher. And here we are again, watching Tatum go 5 for 19 again, Miggy.
I think I just hold Jason Tatum in such high regard. And I understand that players can have bad nights, but like when I'm seeing Jokic put up 42 and 22 in game 1 against the Thunder, we just haven't had that moment from Jason Tatum yet. What I saw Giannis do in his first round, like that true superstar, like I hold Jason Tatum in that regard, and he is just not delivered. And I don't know what's up. Like even Cat, like to me, yes, Brunson has been unbelievable. Michael Bridges has been unbelievable. Bro, Carl Anthony Towns is like that. I'm here to tell y'all that yes, right now, as it looks, the trade worked out for both the Timberwolves as well as the Knicks. But bro, Carl Anthony Towns might be one of them ones. He might be.
Might be like the perfect fit. And if that's another thing about the Tatum game is, sure, you can have a bad game, but he was also 7 for 23 in the first game, I believe. He's shooting horrendously against the Knicks. And I get it. They're a tough defensive team. Like they're going to cause you some problems. But dude, if you're supposed to be this face of the league and you're getting all this SoFi money and you're doing all this stuff, you cannot do that against the New York Knicks in this round.
Nope.
You can't have back-to-back. I get if you have one bad one. But that's a good point about like the Joker, Shea, like those guys bounce back. Tatum did not. Sure, like he's gobbling up rebounds. He's getting a couple assists, but it's like 7 for 23 and then whatever 5 for 19 last night. Dude, come on now.
You know who I'm not letting have a pass either, and I'm sorry, but it's just the way that life is. Jaylen Brown is getting paid upwards of $300+ million to play basketball.
Yep.
Let's just call it what it is. That's
Preach.
superstar money. That's superstar money. And we're sitting here blaming Jason Tatum, yada, yada, yada. Bro, Jaylen Brown was a top 3 lottery pick. He needs to, hey, if Tatum ain't hitting, like I'm looking right now at numbers, bro. Like this man has shot August and September type of dates, meaning 8 for 23, 9 for 27. Buddy, if it looks like September 27th from your field goals, like we got an issue, dog. We have a real major issue. Like this is not like, bro, Jaylen Brown, I'm not having it, man.
No.
And I get it. I get the rotations right now. I know Porzingis is going through like some illness that's like a viral infection. Twitter is absolutely having a field day about it right now, but they gotta do something. They gotta do something quick and in a hurry. Like they should not be down 2-0 right now. Under no circumstances.
No. And I think that's one thing I love about this game too is, don't you guys have the feeling if this was the regular season, the Celtics would have expanded that lead out to like 35 and everybody cashed in? But in the playoffs, you're like, we're so in this. If you're the Knicks, you kind of keep that fights like still around, especially if you're Brunson.
Yeah. And in game 2, after you did it once.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a couple guys out there that have those bet slips that got the down 20, couple cashes in, Good for those guys. Good for those guys out there. And it was an ugly game. That's one of those that I thought, sure, you can win kind of ugly. And if they would have held on and won, nobody would have cared. It's like, Celtics are gritty. But if you lose those games, this ridicule you're getting today is much deserved. Much deserved after a piss poor offense performance by both teams. Like that wasn't the greatest game in the world to watch. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I was like, both teams shot under 29% from three.
Yeah.
Just yakking, dog.
Yeah, just out there jacking for no reason, man. And what I thought was gonna be the demise, bro, of the New York Knicks was the injury bug because of all these minutes that they're playing.
Yes.
Do y'all know in the last 2 games, Mikal Bridges has almost played 100 minutes?
Oh my
Dang.
Lord.
He played 52 in game 1. He played 43 in game 2.
And he either guards Tatum or Brown the whole time.
Oh my God.
Like dog, like that's excessive. And they're up right now. I'm telling you, if the Knicks get through Boston, I'm not saying they're going to the finals, but there is a great chance they're going to the finals.
Yeah.
Because they match up so well with Indiana, it doesn't make sense.
And it definitely feels like Indiana. That's what you're talking about. Like that's another part is that's what sucks for Cleveland is just the injury bug. Your second and third best player are out right now. Like you're down 2. If Mitchell gets you 48 and you still can't hold on, what do you do, dude? What do you freaking do?
I don't know. I mean, and I love him to death, but like Jared Allen really has to step up right now with Evan Mobley dealing with what he's dealing with. I think Evan Mobley could potentially be coming back, for game 3, but man, this is tough because you're now walking into Indiana where they play better. Like they look like a
Way
different
better.
basketball team. So down 2-0, bruh, I'm at a loss for words. I truly do think that the Cavs are going to get one, but this is really an egregious disappointment all around for the Cavaliers organization. I knew they had their sights set on big things, and Darius Garland, like you got to get out there. You have got to not let if you can walk, you got to at least try.
Yeah. Because that's the thing is like a guy like Ty Jerome, who's been so good off the bench, you put that guy in the starter role this week, it's been terrible for him. It was just a bad night the other night. And I think he shot 1 for 14. Oh. Ty Jerome's been a like lights out bench player. It's one of those guys you're like, dude, that guy's going to get a fat contract. And he will. See, he still will get a nice little contract somewhere. This definitely hurts it. You're like, oh, is he a real player in the playoffs? Is he now? Those are the questions you're kind of getting now. You're like, dude, go Ty Jerome. You're about to get a good little stack somewhere. I still thought they would kind of come out of this. Like they'd get one at home and then we go in. I was like, Mitchell's going to hold on. He just got so dog tired last night or 2 nights ago that it's like, how do you bounce back from that? How do you bounce back from a guy that gets 48 and you just need somebody else to help you? Somebody.
Yeah,
He gets
I mean,
no real help.
they just got bit at the worst time by this injury bug. To your point, I mean, you got Mobley's got the sprained ankle, DeAndre Hunter a sprained thumb, Garland a sprained toe. Bro, those are 3 starters. And I know I said, yo, Jared Allen step up, and Jared Allen had a really good game against the Pacers for what it's worth. Obviously, this man got a double-double, 22 and 12 off of 7-9 shooting. Really played a clean game, had a few fouls, a couple of blocks. Um, it surely can't go down like this. Like
Yeah.
Max Strus scored 23. I mean, bro, they just need more, man. And I'm hopeful one of those guys is able to come through. Um, we'll see. I'm not saying they're just so talented, but there's so much talent that is hurt right now. If they
Yeah.
cannot come back, this is insurmountable because I'm looking right now at the bench for the Pacers. I mean, they have bona fide options that can really, really kill whenever your bench starters are now playing for
Yeah.
the Cavs. Like, Martharin, TJ McConnell, you got Thomas Bryant. I mean, Obi Toppin, bro, like Ben Shepherd, like these are legit options that whenever your starters are coming out, like, bro, good luck. Like, because this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough.
And like you mentioned, them going back home. That's a tough place to play. The McAfee show is going to be out there. Like it's going to be in full force. Like their Indies really brought it. And I know we kind of talk about that. Like that's one of those things. Like you've gotten a place to really buy into these Pacers, because now you're hitting game winning shots. The NBA playoffs. Hey, kudos to you. Like this has been huge. Getting the drama. Like I think the Lakers kind of losing was helpful. Steph being good. I know he went out with the injury, and we're not going to talk too much about that because we've got the pod dropping tomorrow. So they're playing tonight. Steph's not playing. We'll see. But like the Warriors getting the dub. I hate to see it for the Cavs because they were such a cool story that like casuals were starting to hear about it, since the playoffs are around. But they're probably going to lose this series, and people are going to remember them in a similar fashion when history comes about as like the Atlanta Hawks. Like they're like, oh, they're just a good regular season team. Because it's hard to remember like the injuries, and everybody's like, oh, they were just a good regular season team. They just kind of held on. It probably was a down year, Yeah. But realistically, if Mobley, Hunter, and they get Garland back, like you're getting 3 studs. And Hunter, for what it's worth, like I understand, I have a special place in my heart for Andre Hunter. I really believe he was the next Kawhi Leonard when the Hawks drafted him. As most people do when they draft somebody, they're like, dude, this guy's gonna be the next Kawhi. Just because he's like a 6'7" long black dude that can kind of shoot and is pretty boxy. Everybody's like Kawhi Leonard. I'm like, maybe he wasn't that, but hard to play with Trae Young. But
it is.
Got my Dominique Wilkins shirt on, by the way.
No, I peeped that. I wanted to show some love, man. Shout out to the Hawks. I told you I gave up on my fandom. Like Joe Johnson left, as did I.
I get that. I'm really thinking about next year. If we're gonna keep Trae Young, I'm thinking about leaving.
Shopping your fandom?
Yeah, I thought about doing that for the Titans, and I just can't quit since we got Cam Ward.
No, Trae Young is staying.
Oh, I know. I like to wait till the season starts, then maybe I don't know. Maybe whoever gets Ace Bailey, maybe that's what I'll do. Chad Dugan.
That's fair, yeah.
Goes to the Nets, maybe. Just become a Nets fan. That's a tough one to cheer for.
Sounds miserable. Kind of.
Who else? Who should I get? Like, if I was going to switch fan bases right now?
I think. So what do you? You're not looking for you don't want to be a bandwagon guy, obviously. So you don't want to be.
I don't. But I mean, it would be so much fun. I feel like I got to stay. I can't watch the West Coast games are too much. I'm not staying up for that.
No, so it's got to be an East Coast team.
I'll take Central Time Zone.
Okay. I truly think the Spurs should be on the table for you.
Okay.
Wemby. I could watch Wemby forever.
Wemby is like, when I tell you Wemby is about to get something, I don't know what, but I'm telling y'all something. They're gonna have to support this boy and put him in the playoffs. Like the NBA, I saw it with the Lakers. Anything is possible at this point in time. Like it would not shock me if Giannis went to San Antonio.
Oh,
I do have a partial San Antonio Spurs
connection?
Not connection, but piece of apparel. I have that. I'm sure. I know I've showed it to you. The San Antonio All-Star Game hat.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite hats. It's great. So I could store it out there.
Okay.
I do have something San Antonio already. So I'm not been a lifelong fan since I think I bought that thing 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That counts. That's the reasonable jump that you could make. If you really did shop your fandom.
I bought a hat. I know a lot of people have done that in their life. I bought a hat or I bought a shirt and I became a fan.
Yeah. Like the majority of Dodgers fans. Sorry.
Bingo. White Sox and Dodgers, no doubt about
Oh,
it.
dude, the hats are a fashion statement. That like for a fact.
Because is it the Yankees cap or is the White Sox hat that is probably the most popular amongst the African American community that everybody buys?
I mean, it's a mixture of both, but I would lean towards White Sox for sure.
Is there another hat?
White, you got to go White Sox. I mean, down south, the Atlanta Braves fitted.
Hey,
That's just a staple.
Is it the navy with the red on it?
Yeah, the navy with the red is for sure. You see a lot of New York fitteds though. But
Okay.
the Sox one, and I would say Cincinnati Reds is a very popular hat in the black community
Really?
too.
Oh,
Yes,
wow. Okay.
sure, for
I
sure.
wouldn't say that.
Things that are very neutral go with Jays. I'm gonna just be real. I mean,
Yeah.
that has been the staple, but you got to be careful. Like in Los Angeles, I don't know if you guys have researched this. You can't wear certain hats in LA. Like hats mean things like in LA. Like if you're wearing like I'll tell you for example, like a Houston Astros hat. It's like gang affiliated talking about like Hoover. I want to say Hoover Crips. So it's like you can't wear certain things in Los Angeles, like because they mean and designate for like gang activity.
Really?
So be careful if you're ever in Los Angeles and California. Do not wear any hats and just wear like something very neutral, or wear like some dorky stuff. Like I would not dress the way I dress in Chattanooga, Tennessee, in LA.
Okay. Well, good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
Okay.
LA is my least favorite or least likely place to I want to visit.
Yeah. Probably same.
Bro, I would love to like visit. I
You
don't know.
want the Hollywood lights, dude. I
Oh,
know.
that shit would be cool. That shit would be nice, man.
Yeah.
I feel like there are nicer parts of California that aren't as popular.
Yeah,
Unless Fox Sports is calling us out there, I don't know if I want to go
Yeah.
out there.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to like
I
a
don't know.
Rams or something.
Oh, Rams game.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
The SoFi Stadium. It's
SoFi.
Stadium,
Okay.
right?
All right. I'm starting to get LA. I'm starting to
Yeah.
feel the vibe.
See a little Arch Manning out there.
He would look so good in those Chargers uniforms.
He's going.
Dude, no, that man's a New Orleans Saint.
That man is a Ram if I've ever seen it.
If Arch declares, bro, he's gonna be a Saint. He's gotta be.
That would be
That's
the
full circle,
hero.
dude.
Oh my
It's coming
gosh.
full circle. Like
the hero of New Orleans. You'd hate that man forever, wouldn't you?
Oh, I kind of don't even like him now. I don't know why. I really am just kind of hating on him because like he just think I don't know, man. I don't know. But I will say I said Rams because they have 2 first-round picks already.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they?
So it's just
Okay.
like you can move. Like if it's me, I'm the team that is the first overall pick. I'm giving them my 2 first rounders, my first rounder next year, and Puka Nakua right now
You're
for
giving up Puka?
what?
with the quickness.
No way,
wait,
dude.
wait. Hang on. Did you just say you're giving up 3 first-round picks
Yep,
and Puka Nakua
No,
for who?
for Arch Manning.
bro, get out of here.
That's the worst trade of all time.
Why?
Because you're giving up Puka.
Arch hasn't taken a snap as a starter, and you still got Matthew Stafford.
Fellas, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Number one, Matt Stafford is retiring next year. Y'all don't know it.
He's
I
he's
know it.
probably
Because they've got a real shot to make the NFC Championship.
he's closer to the end than not, but
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
Matt Stafford is out of there. I will say, if they wanted to like move on, they would have grabbed Shador when that slide was happening. And clearly, they're like, you know what,
Did
we're
they didn't
good.
get anybody? They didn't get anybody, did they?
quarterback wise,
Yeah.
no, I don't think the Rams.
Who did they get?
I think
They're,
they got your boy Stetson, don't they?
Yeah, he's QB too.
That's
they still got
right.
Stetson.
Oh, so they're
But I mean,
fine. They're fine.
Oh, dude, I don't.
They're fine.
Hang on.
They're fine. They've got their future, right?
Listen,
Play the winner.
He was a living legend in Athens, Georgia. I don't know about LA.
Man, if that boy played Tennessee every week, he'd be better than Tom Brady. Man.
Seriously.
Dude, he balled out against Ohio State.
He did. Yeah, he did.
I cannot stand that guy.
Most people can't. Half the
I
fan
can't
base
stand
couldn't.
that guy.
So,
He
join the list.
is like Mount Rushmore of I can't believe that guy beat me.
I mean,
Like-
dude, I think he's on the Mount Rushmore walk-ons.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Two natties.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah. Oh, easy. He's getting that front facing one. Where would you want to be if you were on the Mount Rushmore? Do you want to be center? Or you want to be the far right guy? It's,
Low key, like from left to right, like third, like that little corner right there where you're like center. I don't know, something about that spot just feels like.
who is that spot right now? I don't know the order.
I don't know. First, like the far left, the most like outward facing face just kind of feels like, look at me. You know, I'm the most important.
Yeah,
It's like, bro, come on.
G Dub was like, I want to be pretty.
That'd be
prominent.
like if we're talking about like, you know, as long as we're sticking with the college walk on themes, that'd be like Baker Mayfield. He'd be like
you. So you want to be the tucked away third guy?
where it's
Okay.
like your game speaks for itself.
Okay.
You know, you don't
I
have
feel-
to be the most front facing.
I like Jefferson's spot a little bit behind, stoic.
Yeah.
Abe's in a really good spot because he's kind of like solo over there on the right.
Okay, so that's like,
Yeah. You want to pull this up? You want to screen share?
Can we
screen share?
wait,
Because
wait,
people
hang
may
on,
not
hang
know
on,
if
hang on.
they're. Yeah, pull it up. Mount Rushmore talk. Here we are. But not the actual Mount Rushmore, not what everybody else is doing.
No. There we go.
There we go. There we go. Here we go. We're technology.
We're technology.
Pull it up.
That's how we do it, baby.
That's it.
There we go.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like,
Right there.
Stetson, like Baker. Who else is on your like Mount Rushmore for walk-ons?
Stetson Baker.
JJ Watt, right?
Oh yeah, JJ Watt. I was like, there's a big
JJ
defensive
Watt
end.
right here, right? Because you know these guys feel like quarterbacks,
Man,
which I mean, I
hate to say
guess
it.
not. Maybe
I feel like who's the most showy? Is
Baker, dude. It's got to be Baker.
Baker. So those two.
I mean, like, look at the antics Baker had in the road.
Who are
like,
we missing?
for walk-ons?
Yeah, there's one more.
There's an obvious one that's just not sticking out.
You are missing Clay Matthews.
Was Clay a walk-on?
Clay Matthews was a walk-on at USC.
No way. Wow.
I'm gonna give you guys a list of
Really?
some names.
All right, give us.
I don't know if I'd put. Okay, go ahead.
You have Stetson Bennett, Baker
Uh-huh.
Mayfield, which are two. Some guys we didn't know: Luke Falk from Washington State,
Interesting.
Matt McGloin at Penn State,
Uh-huh.
Hunter Renfro at Clemson.
Bro, Hunter back in the league, baby.
Is he?
Carolina.
Hunter's back in the league, dog.
Where's he at? Where's he
He's
at?
at Carolina.
Of course. Okay. All right.
Yeah, they had to get somebody to replace Adam Thielen.
They sure did.
Hunter, a
Jay-
dog, man.
J.J. Watt, Clay Matthews, Stephen Gostkowski at Memphis,
We are missing. Okay.
Oh,
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Yeah, dude.
hot rod, baby.
The killer. There might be two Georgia boys on there if I had to think about it.
Yeah, I mean JJ's gonna take that
J-
next spot.
Yeah,
All right. So it's JJ or George Washington?
I don't know, man.
Think
I
so.
feel like that. If we're basing it on, okay, what are we basing it on? Are we basing your position on like your personality, or are we basing it on what you accomplished?
Let's say like Mount Rushmore of walk-ons, college football walk-ons is
Uh-huh.
going to be based on your merit of like what you did afterwards.
Oh God, Stetson's off.
I don't think so, bro.
Because it could be a combination. Like I mean,
like post college, Stetson did not.
well,
have a
no.
good-
This is going to be
okay,
like while
okay.
you're in college and afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Total value of what you have accomplished afterwards.
Okay.
Or in the time of walking on.
So
JJ Watt, right?
yeah, JJ Watt.
JJ is George Washington.
Yeah, because I mean, he's just like one of the best defensive players ever, universally loved. Like JJ Watt.
Do you agree, Miggy?
1000%.
All right. JJ Watt is George Washington. JJ Washington. Who's Jefferson?
Baker, right?
Baker, gotta be.
Baker.
Or is Baker Abe?
Sure.
I would say Abe's the most popular, right? I'd say Abe's probably second most popular president.
Yeah, but wouldn't you consider Baker to be more like infamous, like bad boy? Like he's not Johnny Manziel.
I mean, the
But-
man stop segregation.
No, I'm not. I know that.
Talk about
That's why-
dicey at the
that's why-
time.
That boy put his life on the line, baby.
You got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can y'all imagine how that conversation went? So like, yo, do y'all think this is cool? They're like, what the hell are you talking about, eh?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Some guy like sitting in that room was like, man, I can't believe I believe that. That's
He's kind of spitting.
he's kind of right. What if Abe hits? You remember, because the most famous video of Baker ever was the whip, like whenever he did the dance in the Oklahoma line. Yeah. Mickey knows.
So he was.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna make
bro.
this.
He was bridging gaps. Just
He
like
was
Abe.
bridging gaps.
So
Yeah,
okay. So we got Abe. We got Abe Mayfield on the.
I
far
can't
right.
believe I just compared Baker Mayfield, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel really good about the way I did that.
Oh God,
Bridging gaps.
Abe Mayfield. Baby.
Okay. So who's going Jefferson here?
I mean, Jefferson to me has to be Stetson Bennett.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
just his body of work, man. Like
Okay.
Stetson to me is in that conversation, bro.
Yeah, because the two others were so good long term, I guess, with the NFL success.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So I wholeheartedly agree. All right. Who's getting Roosevelt? We didn't decide. Is it gonna be Clay?
Definitively,
Blankenship?
to me, it's Clay, man.
I think it's Clay.
All right. Clay Matthews. Wholeheartedly agree with that. All right. So our Mount Rushmore of walk-ons. George Washington is J.J. Watt.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Thomas Jefferson is
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett.
That is correct.
Okay.
Theodore Roosevelt is Clay Matthews.
Okay.
And Honest Abe, breaking down barriers, is the same as Baker Mayfield. They are your Mount Rushmore of college walk-ons that was not planned.
Oh God.
We did all that
Oh,
off the
my
cuff.
God.
You're welcome. You don't get this content every day,
We
fellas.
literally just ripped that like off the dome, dude.
Oh my gosh.
That was. We went there, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did we
Fellas, I have no idea, but I am so happy we did.
Me too.
Oh my God, my stomach hurts.
I mean, incredible.
Incredible. To segue off great American leaders, we have a new one.
Dude. I mean, can't stop winning.
We cannot stop winning.
The new Pope is in, ladies and gentlemen.
Chicago's own.
Pope Leo, the 14th, 15th,
14th.
14th. Sorry, I can't read Roman numerals.
Uh,
Robert Francis Prevost,
as you can see, there is no
Prevost.
Leo in his name.
but apparently the popes get to name themselves.
Yeah. White smoke American.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, just needed the bald eagle screeching over Vatican City, and this would have been perfect.
Yeah. Everybody, there was so many awesome memes today of people just like sitting the wrestling entertainment like videos of like the Pope coming out. It's like, this is how an American
dude.
should be announced as Pope, baby.
You had to know meme culture was going to absolutely annihilate this, like when it got dropped.
Too good.
So there's something I thought about. I wanted to pose this question to you guys. Pope Leo, in the streets, Robert Francis Prevost. If you heard his name, Robert Francis Prevost, what positions that guy? What sport and what positions that guy play? Because I'm gonna be honest, third baseman for the Rockies just screams at me. Robert Prevost on third base.
Oh, Robert Prevost.
Robert
Yeah.
Prevost.
I'm going offensive guard for the New England Patriots.
Oh, that's perfect.
Robert. Yeah, Robert's a good.
He might want you to say Chicago Bears, but But I like where you're at with New England.
I have something to say whenever Chase gives his. his take.
All right. I did have in my mind like a relief pitcher. Like, you just hear about Robert Prevost. He's stuck out in San Francisco. One of those guys that just kind of gets lost. Robert Prevost, he's like, he's on another team. This is like his second time or third time with San Fran. That's what I have in my mind.
He really did, dude. Absolutely killed it after he came back from Tommy John's.
Yeah. They're like, wow, that's what modern medicine, like you talk about modern medicine with Prevost.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Oh, dude.
Throws a heater.
How
because the last name's so good.
Oh, dude. How are we feeling about Prevost has the lead after 9?
Okay, you might have won, bro.
Yeah.
You might have won that.
Wow.
Like in the Masters Sunday.
That's a great one.
And he's just like, here's Prevost. He's got a real nice approach. I think that hits.
Prevost walking down the 18th with the lead.
Oh, done.
If he sinks the putt, the green jacket's his.
Oh, it'll be a great one.
What?
You wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Final Four just happened the night before. And it's Masters Sunday. And you're like, man, what a group. We got McIlroy and Prevost. That's the best one.
Duking it out.
Duking it out. Dreams. Can you pull up a picture of him, Joseph?
Yeah.
Because you made a great point.
That's a good picture. Let me grab this.
How would we feel about UFC or MMA? Like Sean Sugar O'Malley versus Robert Francis Provost. Like, I don't think that works.
No. Another one I thought of, and it does have to do with like religion being in schools, but I definitely thought of Liberty's football coach.
Oh, dude. He's taking the Flames to a conference championship. He's coaching the Flames to a conference championship.
Like a news story we could bring up is Prevost leaves Liberty for the Cougars at BYU.
Oh, dude, that might start a holy war.
Yeah. Screw the Utah versus BYU matchup. That one would start. That'd break up families, dude.
Move the holy war to that game.
Yeah, they're like, we can't even talk to our cousins out in Utah anymore. I don't think they're close to the same religion, but it is what it is.
It's cloudy.
It's cloudy. It's cloudy judgment.
You know what? He had to be from a northern city, though.
Yeah,
he had to be, because like we couldn't be having Pope Rodney just chilling in Vatican City.
Yeah, Pope Rodney
blessed in the Dega 500, dude.
Pope Rodney from Morristown. Could you imagine the day of like somebody, and I love my hometown, but if Dayton, Tennessee got called up for the Provost?
Bro, I mean, I just
it does it. It does it. You have to be like, and maybe he's not. Maybe he's like from Elgin or something, but they're like, you gotta list Chicago.
Yeah.
You can't say small towns.
No, he's Chicago. You think he's a Cubs or a White Sox fan?
Cubs for sure.
Brother,
he looks like he's Cubs.
Yeah, he's too young looking to be a White Sox fan. That's going down a turmoil.
There's not enough stress. There's not enough wrinkles and stress in the face from dealing with the White Sox.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I know the Cubs went on a long drought. I get that, but like they won one.
That looks like a man reinvigorated.
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, the Cubs won the series, and he was like, I can be the Pope.
Yeah, and now look at him. Really young looking, man. We talked about it earlier. He's 69. Looks like he's like a ripe, like 54.
Yeah, that boy's 69. There's no way.
This is just crazy to think about. It's like Chicago is one hell of a city.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if I'm a stand-up comedian, I'm gonna be like, Chief Keef, Caleb Williams, and the Pope walk into a bar. Like, are y'all serious right now, bro? Like our Pope is from the same city as King Von. Like 2025 is kind of fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a matchup.
Kanye West and the Pope are from the same city.
Yep. Derrick Rose.
Chance the Rapper.
Those guys.
Bruh. Chicago is winning today. You wouldn't be able to tell me shit. If I'm from Chicago today,
Oh, dude.
oh my God.
Oh.
Yo, we got Kanye West and the Pope and hot dogs and pizza and gun violence.
Dog. You know what's funny though? Is we actually could, in today's world, there could be a live sit-down conversation between the Pope and Kanye West.
That could happen. That is now in play.
Break the internet.
We have to see it. We have to see it.
What are the chances we get the Pope at a Bears game?
They have to
Bears,
be good.
Packers.
They have to be really good at that point, right?
But like, can the Pope? I don't know the protocol. You know,
I don't either.
like, can he just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go out for a ball game. Y'all be good.
Yeah.
Like, what is the Pope's
leave the
PTO policy? What is his PTO policy like?
Oh yeah, it's a good point. Like, can you take days off?
Do you get PTO? Do you get Pope TO?
Pope
Pope time off?
Pope time off. If anybody's out there that has any clue what the Pope's time off is,
let us know. Please.
What is Pope TO?
Bro, you know how mad I'd be if I didn't get no days off and I'm the Pope. Like, yo,
he's got to get I don't know, something, right?
Yeah,
like a weekend.
Chat GPT. I'm going to it.
Not a weekend at Bernie's, but
does the Pope get time off? Let's see what it says. Yes, the Pope does get time off, though not quite like the typical vacation. Yeah. While he remains the head of the Catholic 24/7, he does take periods of rest and reduce public activity. Summer break at
but like
Castel Gandolfo.
Oh,
I think it's very similar to the president. Like, they go to the camp.
I'm trying to see him get fall break at Soldero Field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, dude. I'm just. Oh man.
Okay. So here's some things. It says reduced public appearances in July. Are we going to catch Pope Leo out at training camp?
Dude, well, hang on now. Like,
are we
4th of July? Is he? What's his policy on?
How on American are you, Pope Leo?
What's his policy on fireworks?
Dude? I don't know.
Like
X14, tell us, dude.
Does he just enjoy a nice beef frank and a Roman candle?
See what you did there.
Man, if this is our last episode, this has been the best ride ever, bro.
It's all jokes. It's all in good fun.
Yeah,
we love the Pope. We respect the Pope. Like
we love.
Disclaimer.
Oh my God!
You do not mean to take offense to the Catholic faith.
Just have some fun, okay? Yeah, we got an American Pope. We don't know a whole lot about this. Like, I learned about the white smoke and the black smoke thing today, and I learned about their delineation of the cardinals and how that works.
No idea that was.
I just saw a sweet, awesome entrance. All of his boys were out there, and a huge underdog story of the Pope is here, and he's from the U.S. of A, brother.
From the States.
That's all I know. And I saw some sweet, awesome memes on the internet about it.
Yeah, because everything's memeable at this point.
They photoshopped Snoop Dogg.
I did see that
on the Pope.
No,
the white smoke came out, man. Like Americans don't take nothing serious, y'all.
We don't.
Like, bro, like it could be like a worldwide crisis. Y'all remember? This is how I knew we were kind of doomed as a society. Y'all remember COVID happened and there was a push-up challenge? Y'all remember doing push-ups in the house?
I vaguely remember
on
this.
Instagram. It was like day 2 of quarantine. See a shot, take a shot, and like all these things. And I'm like, yo, people are dying. Like, we're not serious. And like to show Snoop Dogg with a joint in his hand with some white smoke instead of the Pope is absurd.
in less than an hour, people were like,
Oh,
this is what I'm thinking about.
You know,
This is crazy.
I did see he was actually a massive underdog. There was like some guy.
Oh,
Peter,
please tell me there weren't betting odds on the Pope, dude.
There sure were. I don't know if there were betting odds. I saw that somebody posted
odds.
like there were odds, like
Yeah.
69%. This guy was up to like 69.3% on some. I've never heard of this thing. I don't know. I'm sure it's popular among smart people, but as somebody who's not. But yeah, there was a guy that was like 69% in the shock of the century.
Wow.
In the shortest delineation of, or I don't know what the actual process is called, but the shortest time of voting in the last like 100 or so years was our US of A Pope. They're like, dude, this guy's American. He's from Chicago. He's probably been to the South Side once or twice. He can survive anything.
And he pulled off the last second Hail Mary.
He said, let me go get this for you. Do you think this man's danced to the Bears defense video? At some point in his life?
No, but I bet he vividly remembers the Doug Flutie Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, we got a Pope from Chicago faster than Chicago has had a 4,000 yard passer.
Yep.
No way.
Yep.
Let that sink in.
Yep.
The Pope is from Chicago faster than the Chicago Bears have had a 4,000 yard passer.
That's brutal.
That's a stat, fellas. That's chatted up stats.
Oh.
Tough look for the franchise.
That's facts. That's facts, man.
Tough look for the franchise.
Ay. That hurts. I didn't even think about that.
That's not a good look.
Dude, shout out the Pope.
He was very well regarded, according to this article by Pope Francis. So he was respected him, thought very highly of him. Pope Francis saw something in him. He saw him as a capable leader. So he's got leadership experience. He has a missionary focus. His vocation, like that of every Christian, is to be a missionary, to proclaim the gospel wherever one is. So this is really cool. I'm excited to see how this is going to unfold. And yeah, man, it's hilarious, but it's also pretty cool.
Oh yeah, dude, it is.
It's
ultimately like all fun, like fun and games aside. It's cool that a Pope is from America.
It's awesome.
And we wish Pope Leo nothing but the best.
Yeah,
100%.
it's going to be amazing. Like, it's going to be a cool thing to have that.
Yeah.
Now,
Social media is hilarious, though.
social media is
is
hilarious.
great.
Watch out for Notre Dame.
Oh, dude, they're going.
Watch out for Notre Dame here, like in all sports.
Just
Watch
made
out.
the national title. Pope's from Chicago.
They signed a home and home with Clemson for the next 12 seasons.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's great for Notre Dame. It's kind of iffy for Clemson.
Why would you say that?
Well, Clemson's, been in the battle with the ACC to get out. So, like, if they do get out and you go to the Big Ten or you go to the SEC, your schedule's going to get infinitely harder. And then you got to keep Notre Dame. Unless you
True.
find a way out of that contract.
Nah.
So, like, I mean, if you're Notre Dame, it's great. But if you're Clemson, it's like, if you don't stay in the ACC, you just made this much harder on yourself for the next 12 years.
Do we know where they would? Do we know like where they're leaning towards? What other conference it would be? I guess it would be the SEC.
That would make more sense. I mean, logistically than the Big Ten. But and by no means is that, it's not a report. It's not, oh yeah, Clemson's definitely going to the SEC. We don't know. It's just a like, hey, you were in this legal battle, you were in this dispute, you were looking at leaving the ACC. Like, I don't think that's just magically gone away.
No.
So now you have Notre Dame on top of, you could potentially say you do join the SEC and you draw Bama, Texas, and Oklahoma, and you're playing Notre Dame. Like,
God, I'm guessing that would be an early game too.
Probably. It's probably going to be like a season opener game.
And ESPN is pushing hard for the SEC to add a conference game.
I would rather, and just hear me out on this, because the whole 9-conference game, and I'm gonna rant for a little bit. The whole 9-conference schedule thing for me, I've just never taken that argument seriously, because most of these, and yes, I know late in the year, the SEC schools play a cupcake like the second week in November. They get a lot of flack for it. That is what it is. They do it. But a lot of these SEC schools schedule out of conference opponents within like the first month of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, Bama wasn't playing 9 conference games, but they opened with USC. They opened with Louisville. They went and played like a mid-tier from another conference. So do you really have a problem with them playing 8 conference games? Because if you look at it, they're really playing a 9th by playing a mid-tier in like another conference. Or would you rather them just play 9 conference games and throw in like Mississippi State?
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of these schools have tried, and sometimes it's just bad years. Like that LSU USC game at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a powerhouse matchup.
Yeah.
And they just wound up being like, okay.
Yeah, but that basically takes the place of a 9th conference game. And no, it's like when people say that, when they make that argument, they are thinking like, oh, LSU should play Texas. It's like, oh, you just want to add the best team, second best team in the conference.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to make their schedule harder because the SEC gets preferential treatment as opposed to other conferences.
But we're only going to get whatever 4 or 5 more Mississippi States versus down year Kentucky.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like
Vanderbilt. Like you're going to also get a lot of those matchups too.
Dude, Georgia scheduled Clemson. They scheduled Oregon. They scheduled Notre Dame. Tennessee went and played NC State. It's not your fault that NC State wasn't as bad, but you went and scheduled like an ACC team with the intent to have
in Charlotte.
Like
you tried.
Like you're playing Syracuse to open the season, who had a really good year last year.
Yep.
Like, do you really want them to play a 9th conference game? Because if like say Tennessee, for example, and they weren't playing Syracuse, they draw like, I need to look at their schedule again for next year, but like say Mississippi State, or Ole Miss. It's like, and Ole Miss going into this year, are they really going to be that much better than, some mid-tier team from another comp? That'd probably be slightly better roster-wise, but you get what I'm saying.
I think what they're trying to avoid is like Oregon's schedule, for example.
Like last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oregon played 9 conference games, and they had one of the easiest schedules ever.
Yeah.
Like I've never understood the argument for like, oh, you should add another conference game. It's like, that's not really what you're after here.
Yeah. They're just hoping that they're just going to hit on a few. And I guess that's the thing is like, if you add all those extra conference games and then whatever that week is, you're just hoping you wind up with 2 or 3 more just massive games. You hope that's LSU, Bama again, and or whatever your non-rivalries are now. I don't even know what the things are. If it's Georgia, LSU, and the perfect year, that's what you're hoping for.
Or like Texas, Ohio State to open this season. Texas, Ohio State's first week of the season,
dude.
Like,
do we have? I've not looked at the totality yet. Do we have like another? Remember how like back-to-back weeks, the 12th and the 19th were so good? Do we have that?
We probably do. I haven't looked that far ahead in the schedule yet. I know that opening week is really good. Like Labor Day weekend, it looks loaded.
I cannot wait.
So,
well, I can't wait. Hold on. I'm going to give us, y'all keep talking for a second.
Okay.
I think, so to go back to, sorry guys, didn't mean to direct us into
Dude, we talked about the Pope for a while. It's okay. We can talk ball. We can talk ball too.
I think, is it Alabama, Florida State's that weekend also? Tennessee, Syracuse is that weekend. So, like, there's 3, which I know Florida State's a huge question mark going into the season. We don't know a lot about how good they're going to be. It's kind of I don't want to say make or break year for Mike Norvell, but this year is very important.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've got to right the ship somehow. You can't go 2-10 again. So,
right, I got us whenever you're ready if you want some matchups.
Go for it.
All right. So you're going to have sneaky good matchup. This is all weekend. Georgia Tech at Colorado. So you're going to have Alabama at Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have Tennessee playing Syracuse in Atlanta. Of course, Texas at Ohio State in Columbus.
Yeah, that's not a neutral site game.
That is not a neutral site game. That is in the shoe. Holy cow.
I love neutral site, low-key.
you're also going to have Notre Dame at Miami in Miami.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Bring
this
back
is
the Catholics versus convicts rivalry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember that back? Was that like 2000, 01 Miami?
01.
Where they yeah.
So
What a
you got
shirt.
some good matchups, dude.
It's
I forgot Tennessee,
I'm
Syracuse, and Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
That's-
we'll be there. We'll be there for that.
That one I'd like to go to.
Oh,
I'd like
dude,
to
if
go.
y'all
Yeah,
want to go,
for sure.
All right, sweet.
I'll-
We're going.
I'll-
to Atlanta. We're booking it in our heads now.
We're
I'm
going to
down.
Atlanta.
I'll go. We don't even have to go to the game, but I'd love to go to Atlanta for the game.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Joey football throw 3 interceptions, man. I can't wait.
Oh,
Played it in
dude.
my veins,
Bro, you
baby.
don't believe it?
I love that. Real quick. I love that Notre Dame and Miami's on a Sunday.
Oh, it's got
Yeah.
It's got to be. What's the Monday night game?
The Monday night game is TCU at North Carolina. You have
Oh,
Bill
It's the
Belichick.
one game. It's the one game for Chapel Bill, baby.
Chapel.
Do y'all want to hear something?
Yeah,
Please.
Tickets for that, the lowest that is not a student ticket, is
Uh-huh.
$270.
For TCU, North Carolina?
And North Carolina is currently favored by 2.5. Just want y'all to know that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Bro, I am taking TCU like nobody's business.
I don't know, man.
Dude, there are seats for $1,400 for a very mediocre Carolina team.
That's
There's
crazy.
just there is
They've
not
got
enough
a couple
talent.
of guys in the transfer portal.
Yes, but there is not enough talent on that team for them to be like a 10-win team. I don't get it. I don't. I
No
mean,
What's
way.
their schedule look? Can you pull up their schedule real quick this year?
I sure
I
will.
got you. I got you.
Pull it up, Miggy. It's
All
not.
right.
It's an easy ACC schedule again. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I know they'll play.
Oh my gosh!
They'll play
Actually,
Duke. They'll play NC State.
oh, this is ugly.
Oh,
All right, you ready? TCU
Yep.
week 1
Mhm.
at Charlotte week 2
okay.
versus Richmond
Mhm.
at UCF versus
Okay.
Clemson
Oof.
at Cal,
Oof.
Virginia at Syracuse,
Mhm.
Stanford at home, at Wake, whatever,
I mean,
versus Duke, and at NC State. That's a
The-
terrible schedule.
the only team that I can look at that schedule and say it's like, without a shadow of a doubt, guaranteed loss is Clemson. Because I don't know how good. Yeah, I don't know how good North Carolina is going to be this year. I don't expect them to be great. By no means am I saying that, but I don't know how good Wake Forest is going to be. I expect Syracuse to, maybe if they're not very good, I know they'll at least be very physical. It's just how Fran Brown wants that team to be.
Yeah.
I don't know how good Duke's going to be. Like, the ACC's kind of not a question mark. Clemson's the clear favorite, but I don't know what to expect from the rest of those teams on North Carolina's schedule, at least at this point.
The ACC is so terrible.
It is also May, so let's,
Gosh, we
it's
can
May
talk about-
8th.
I could talk college ball on May 8th.
Don't
dude.
get me started. don't get me started.
I mean, I'm with you, bro. I mean, I'm looking at the schedule right now, and I don't see them not going to a bowl game. Like,
Go bowling. It just won't be
they'll
a very
bowl.
They feel
They'll-
like a team that their like best case scenario could be like 9-3, 8-4, and then they could
Jesus.
also go like 2-10
Yeah.
and beat like Charlotte and Richmond and lose every other game.
Yeah. There's a possibility, especially at Cal. They lost Stanford last year, I think.
But y'all, they were 6-7 and 3-5 last year. Like, and I think they didn't get worse.
Maybe.
No, their talent is just so bad. But that's the thing is like, what if you just? I think for them too,
Mhm.
if Bill just brings. Perfect example is like, remember at the first of the year, whenever USC was like, "Oh, we can tackle now." If Carolina just gets that,
Yeah.
it'll be the same situation where you're like, "I'll be pretty good." But what's going to be amazing is like, it is the perfect build-up.
Yeah.
You go and beat TCU. You go at Charlotte, like whatever. I mean, not the same team as they've been like the
No.
sneaky good. You beat Richmond, then you go down to UCF, and they're like try to make it like this big prominent win. and then you're undefeated going into Clemson. That is going to be.
They're selling 5-0. Was it 5? Would it be 5-0?
Yeah, 5-0.
5-0 UNC versus Clemson.
Oh, the darling, the pageantry, Dabo, undefeated versus maybe
ESPN's marketing.
Oh, they're
a field day with that.
They are just
licking their chops, bro.
Oh, dude.
Because that'd be a tough 5-0 for Clemson going in.
Just go ahead and disclaimer: we're not assuming North Carolina's going to be 5-0. We're just playing what ifs here.
Y'all know who has a tough schedule? And I'm sorry to get us off topic. Clemson.
No. Oh, you're fine.
Looking at Clemson's schedule, they got to play LSU to start the season.
They do.
Then
that game's
you're
at
going,
home, though, right?
Yeah, it's at home.
It's not a neutral site game.
But 2 weeks later, you're going to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is not laying down for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what nobody. Like, that is a tough team to play. Then you got Syracuse, and then you're at North Carolina. Then 2 weeks later, you got SMU. I'm telling you, Florida State's going to play with some pride 2 weeks later. Then you got Louisville, and then you end the season with South Carolina. Yeah. You're at Louisville. You're at South Carolina.
Lenore Sellers led South Carolina.
Yes.
Heisman hopeful.
I'm ready to watch that ball out this year.
Gosh, man.
They've got a rough road down the stretch. LSU, Oklahoma. This is South Carolina. LSU versus Oklahoma versus Bama, at Ole Miss, at Texas A&M versus Coastal Carolina, and then finally versus Clemson. That's a tough road down the stretch.
Rough last 7 out of 8 games.
Yeah. Woo. I love SEC football.
I just love college tape.
I love it.
We gotta
We'll taper this.
Yeah,
we're gonna do some previews. I think that's one thing we're trying to build up to is we're gonna do some like individual team previews and kind of run through all that. That'll be fun. Kind of lead up to SEC Media Day. Dream scenarios. We're gonna go there one day, boys.
Oh, dude, I'm so pumped.
We'll be there sooner rather than later.
A chatted up tent will definitely be down there at some point in the next 2 years. I'm saying it.
Put it out there
right now.
2 years. 2 years. Last thing, George Pickens.
Yes.
How good are the Dallas Cowboys thanks to acquiring a talented but slightly
unhinged?
Great word. I was going to say probably something a little meaner than that, but go ahead. Unhinged version of George Pickens.
I mean, I think they have the potential to be really good. I think GP is probably one of the better wide receiver twos. I mean, if you would list you obviously you're going to list him as wide receiver 2 behind CD.
Yeah.
Right. So you're going to put him in that wide receiver 2 category in the league.
To who?
Would you have him ahead of CD?
Listen, man, I'll let you talk.
Don't do it.
Dude, I respect the hell out of you if you do.
Yeah, brother. Go ahead, brother. You can speak, man. I'll talk in a second.
I really just want to see. I kind of think there's some truth to, the like he needs to grow up stuff. Definitely, he needs to learn how to control his emotions a little bit more. But if he takes this, what Pittsburgh did to him is them kind of sliding him, and he uses that to focus up and just play ball, dude, he could have a phenomenal season.
Who do they get who do they move to their OC? Do we remember?
The Cowboys?
Yeah.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I got us right now, man. Media's on.
I love it.
Oh, it's Schottenheimer.
Schottenheimer's the head coach, but I was trying to think who they because so Schottenheimer and then insert OC.
Clayton Adams. Clayton Adams.
Okay. So you're probably going to be a little bit different and a little bit better than you were last year. And if, like you said, I mean, if you just kind of wrangle Pickens,
mm-hmm.
Dang, man, that's electric. Just because look what CD did with a pretty lackluster wide receiver 2 through 4.
Yeah.
That guy's unbelievable. If Pickens shows up and they start trying to do too much, that's going to be hard for that division.
I'm going to be completely transparent with y'all boys, man.
Go.
All right.
Rip.
There are not 2 corners that can stop this. If they do what they need to do, there's a reason. Because I was like, what is Dallas doing in the draft? This has been boiling for weeks, and they pulled the trigger. I'm shocked that nobody gave them a bigger offer, meaning like the New England Patriots or, one of these young guys that needs a receiver, like the Washington Commanders. I know they got Terry, but like I'm flipping Terry McLaurin for GP right now. Like George Pickens, to me, what he's done with this quarterback situation, like I saw Buddy damn near go for 200 yards with Kenny Pickett and Russell Wilson in a game. Like George Pickens is an absolute monster. So he's going to take so much pressure off of CD, but the guy that benefits most from this, bro, Jake Ferguson really
Facts.
was like a Travis Kelsey light 2 years ago. He was really hurt last year.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson is a top 10 tight end in this league. Bro, he's going to have matchup after matchup after matchup. Bro, I'm telling you, the Cowboys, this was a power move. They're the best wide receiver duo.
It makes me feel like so much better because the other one that I would think about, it's close, and I'm really not. I don't think it is Devontae and Puka, but
Over Jamar and T.
oh yeah, those are the other two. That's who else.
I
I was like,
mean,
Jamar and T.
Jettis and Jordan Addison.
I feel like that's so top heavy with Jettis. I hate to say that. I think Jordan's really good, but I don't think he's. I think that would be like.
Would you put AJ and Devontae over them? Over Jettis?
I don't think so. I think they're like in a really awesome second tier. Like that. Just because I'm putting you tier 2 doesn't mean you're bad. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Devontae and Puka would be up there. Higgins and Chase, and now CD and Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
Like those, I think those three are in tier 1, and I think those other two are in a really close tier 2. Disagree?
I would probably.
I would really just won a Super Bowl, so it makes me feel dumb saying that. But
no, but I mean that like they didn't win I don't think anybody that's a Phillies fan would say this. Or not Phillies fan, a Philadelphia fan would say this. They didn't win that Super Bowl because of Devontae and AJ balling out. They won that because the roster's loaded.
Yes,
and they draft really well.
They draft really well. Yeah. Well, they just draft your college football team.
Well, dude, I mean, that was a generational defense. They got some of the best players on it, and they paired them with other great players in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that place isn't just a Georgia factory. They loaded with Bama players.
It's true. They're smart.
So I mean, I don't think it's a knock to put like AJ and Devontae in that like almost tier 1 duo, like definitely best tier 2 duo. I would have Jettis and Jordan Addison in tier 1. That me personally. I'd probably wait and see on CD and GP. I mean, I'd probably have them in tier 2 until I see what version of GP.
That's true. I could see that.
That's totally tentative, because if we get a better version of GP than we've got in Pittsburgh, then they're tier 1, like instantly tier 1.
Yeah, and I guess that's my thought process. Like, but I feel dumb saying this because what Sam Darnold did is like I'm kind of like waiting to see what the quarterback situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Minnesota, but then I'm like, well, look what they do. Look what they do. It doesn't matter who goes up there.
Yeah. You think JJ's gonna? It's really on JJ not to mess it up, right?
Yeah. Because KOC just continues to be.
That's a bad boy.
A wizard, dog.
That's a bad boy, dog.
He got Sam Darnold paid.
Somebody gave Sam Darnold $100 million, bro.
And traded away Gino.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You can tell we're in the off season because, man, people get real hyped on Twitter about Jalen Milroe throwing against air.
That time of year, boys. I just, oh my
people
gosh.
People are fiending for football, dude. Because, like, you saw those practice videos of Jalen Milroe throwing against air. People were like, Jalen looks really good, man. I'm like, dude, come on.
I just love that he's hopping around fan bases so people learn. And people are trying to tell these people that, hey, don't fall for the magic. Because you know what? There's going to be some big old Cowboys fan who just loves the Cowboys, who kind of knows some other players from other places, but really just cares about his team. We all know these cats. And he's going to watch Milroe and be like, hey, if Dak don't play good game one and you put that Milroe boy in there, he'll sling it a country mile. And everybody falls for it. And they're going to see a backflip of him on social media and be like, whoo, that's my future QB1 right there.
Guys, he's an incredible athlete.
Yeah.
And guess what, guys? They'll let a naysayer know in a heartbeat.
Let a naysayer know.
Let a naysayer know.
Give that man a 15-yard in route.
You give him a lane, and he's gone. Like,
oh boy! After
dude,
seeing this man,
dude.
He can't hit Ryan Williams to save his life, though, man.
Never. No chance. No chance.
After September, he couldn't.
I don't know what happened, bro.
We
In
lost.
September, they look great.
They did look pretty good. Oh, what a time. We finished on. Somehow we got to Jalen Milroe.
Dude, we've been all over, man. From the Celtics to the Pacers to the Pope.
This is a good pod, boys.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I mean,
We didn't
quality
outrun
work.
more on a whim. Oh, do all the fun things. We need to appreciate you, Malcolm Harris. I appreciate you, Big Dog, live from East Tennessee somewhere.
Hey, it's good to be here at the Foundation North, baby.
Foundation North.
Yeah.
Joseph Guthrie in the Foundation South.
Yes, sir.
Much love. Again, if you haven't checked it out, go watch the episode with Crew and Hudson Brock. That was wonderful that we had them on Monday. Just good people doing a lot of very, very amazing things for Chattanooga. Just worth a listen. Like, subscribe everywhere, wherever you get your podcasts. We love yous. We out.